Now we shall look at the overheads. We have seen so many overheads, uh, right from factory overhead to that is production overhead or administrative. Second is administrative overhead, third selling overhead, and the lastly distribution overheads. Okay, so the term overhead has a wider meaning than the term indirect expenses. Overheads include the cost of indirect material, indirect labor, and the indirect expenses. This indirect means directly you can't contribute to some product or service. This is the aggregate sum of indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expenses. So overhead is equal to indirect material plus indirect labor plus indirect expenses. And overheads also we have classified in three categories. First, in the factory or workshop itself, that is the factory bar works overhead or production overheads. Second, office or administrative overheads. And third is selling and distributing overheads. So this factory overheads or workshop overhead, whatever is there, these are the indirect costs incurred in the factory for production of the goods. They include indirect material, indirect labor, as well as indirect expenses. For example, you suppose in a factory, as we discussed, machining of crankshaft or connecting rod, you may use oil, you use lubricants, you use grease, you use cotton waste, because all the machines have to be lubricated. But you can't tell that I used 50 ml oil for machining this crankshaft or connecting rod. That cannot be directly connected. So these are indirect materials. Then you have small tools, brushes, your jhadu, whatever you are using, chemicals, what you are using, like sanitizers and all. That you can't say that this is for this particular purpose. So these are all coming under indirect materials. Then you use threads, gums, nails, consumable stores, printing materials, printing and stationery. These all come under the indirect materials. Now you have got salary of factory managers, foremen, supervisors. Okay, these are all indirect labor now. Indirect wages, not labor. So now we are discussing about indirect wages to people. So the factory manager is not directly manufacturing, or the foreman is like supervisors. They are not clerks. They are not manufacturing the compound. Then there are storekeepers, timekeepers, salary and fee of factory directors and other technical directors, and contribution to the ESI, that is Employee State Insurance Act, then Provident Fund, PF, leave pay, etc. So these are all the wages indirect, which you can't contribute to any particular product or service. And you also have indirect expenses, expenditure like the rent for the, if you have taken a building on rent, then you have to pay the rent for the factory. Then every year you have to pay for insurance of the factory, machinery and plant insurance, building insurance. Then taxes you have to pay to the municipal authorities. Okay, like your house, you just take your house. House also you are getting on rent. Then you have to get the insurance of the house. Then you have to pay taxes for the house. Okay. Similarly, there is depreciation of factory. We will discuss the depreciation in our subsequent discussion. That is part 2 of this module. Depreciation of factory building, plant and machinery, and their repairs and maintenance. Okay. Then power and fuel used in the factory, even DG set, diesel generator set backup you are having, that also you have to consider, fuel whatever you are using. Then telephone lines, internet connections, whatever you are using, that you have to pay for that. And then you have got office, and second one is office and administrative overheads. So it is not that you will have only factory, like we have departments, mechanical, civil, computer science, but you have office also, no? So these expenses are related to the management and administration of the business. They are incurred for the direction and control of the undertaking. These represent the indirect aggregate of the cost of indirect material, indirect labor, and indirect expenses occurred by the office and administration department of an organization. Okay, like office printing material, whatever is the stationery, cost of brushes, dusters for cleaning office building, okay, postage, stamps, salary of office manager, clerks, peons, okay, salary of administrative directors, salaries of legal advisors, salaries of cost accountants and financial accountants, salaries to computer operator, rent, insurance, taxes. Because if the building you are taken up, our factory is in Madgaon and office is in Bangalore, so you have to take the office on rent. Then insurance, rates of taxes, rates and taxes of office building, office lighting, electrical charges, okay, cleaning charges, depreciation and repair of office building, furniture, equipment, legal charges, bank charges, trade subscription, telephone charges, audit fees. So all these finances are audited every year. So for that also you have to pay the charges. So these all come under the office and administrative overheads. And lastly, you have got the selling and distribution head overheads. So selling and distribution overheads are incurred for marketing of the commodity, for securing order for the articles, dispatching goods sold, or making efforts to find and retain customers. So you have to make efforts to find the customer, you have to make efforts to retain the customers, okay. You have to market your commodity, you have to get the orders for the articles, and you have to dispatch the goods, okay. These expenses represent the aggregate of indirect material, again indirect labor and indirect expenses incurred in the selling and distribution department of the organizations. These overheads have two aspects. One is procuring orders and second is executing the order, okay. So procuring, one is a selling overhead and second is the distribution overheads. So like catalogs, you make a product catalog, na? Price list you make, printing and stationery, postage and stamps, cost of sample, free samples are given, so that also cost is included. Then indirect wages like sales, you got sales clerks, you got sales managers, their salaries. Then there is sometimes commission paid to the salesman and technical representative, and some sales directors also will be there. So indirect expenses, again you do a lot of advertising, maybe in TV, in paper, newspaper, magazines, in hoardings, so they all cost money. Then bad debts means which are not paid back. Then rent and insurance of showrooms, legal charges incurred for the recovery of debts, traveling and entertainment expenses, expenses of sending samples, free samples, like market research expenses. So these are all about sales. So what is the difference between marketing and sales? One thing I'll tell you, marketing means to create a brand and get a prospective customer, that is called as marketing. Sales means when the customer comes to your shop and you sell the product, you are closing the deal, then that is called as sales. So there is a difference between marketing and sales. Marketing is to get the person to the counter or to your web portal. This is all efforts of marketing. But once the person approaches your marketing portal or comes to your physically to your brick and mortar store, then the transaction is known as sales. And distribution overheads, so indirect costs incurred in the relation of the execution of the sales order is known as the distribution overheads, okay. So here also cost of indirect material, indirect wages and indirect expenses. So you can see a lot of packing materials. So packaging material is not free, that also you have to pay. Then your delivery vans are there, for that maintenance, oil, grease, spare parts. Then wages, indirect wages means salaries of godowns. Godown means like warehouse, stockyard. Then wages to drivers and delivery vans, wages of packers and dispatch staff, so the people who do the packing and dispatch. Then indirect expenses like packing expenses, godown rent, insurance, depreciation, repairs, freight carriage overheads, outwards and other transport charges, running expenses of delivery vans, repairs, depreciation, insurance. These all constitute the distribution cost. And the marginal cost of production is the change in the total cost that comes from or producing one additional item. The purpose of analyzing marginal cost is to determine at what point an organization can achieve economies of scale. This calculation is most often used for among manufacturers as a means of isolating an optimum production level. Okay, so this in this discussion we have seen what are the overheads and the three types of overheads: that factory overhead, office overhead, and selling and distribution overheads. So in these three overheads, again they are again divided into indirect material, indirect labor and indirect expenses. Okay, thank you.